Jhin's ultimate is slightly a bigger spot. I'll tell you right now, Jhin's going to be Malphite watching from the distance, you know what I mean?
Like bird watching.
Yeah, exactly.
About
that Azir is, I believe he is 13-0 when playing any other team. He's 0-2 when he plays G2.
Wow, okay. Oh, Busio, hang on, very low. Big Yike goes down to Dan's, Busio has to step away.
Caliste trying to step forward, flash away from Sullivan. The fourth shot from the Jhin finds enough to take the kill. It's about to brace Hansama on it, but looks like he's going to reset. The ward will come in. Oh, in fact, like doesn't. Well, it does have the ward, doesn't put it down. Busio shadowing strike there for the CC. No way out for him, really. No dredge line possibility. SkewMond stays around a little bit longer. Manages to secure the kill.
I think Busio hooks the wall.
G2 probably knew they had a little bit more time down there, which is why SkewMond could stay around, but not the best from Busio. He evens out the score down towards that bottom side. Now with the TP in, kyeahoo tries to flash away, shadowing strike there for the CC. Busio comes in with a Hex Flash, and kyeahoo teleports in and loses half his health immediately. SkewMond stacking up his passive. Does have the flash. kyeahoo no longer has that summoner. Flash forward with the mount up. They'll go for kyeahoo. The CC chain on him, not enough. Shifting Sand Shield will not save him. A 1-for-1 the exchange. Supportal combat between Busio and Labrov means that Busio gets another kill.
Okay, engaged supports. This is what they bring. A little bit more action onto the Rift within the first few minutes. 2-2 is the kill back in this matchup, but he has to go for that early magic resistance to help mitigate. But here comes Yike to help him out.
Cap's being cocky again with his stepping forward. Ishtar's impact coming out from Yike. Looks for the CC, can't quite land it. Cap starts to ward away. Grand Starfall trying to trade onto kyeahoo, and they'll do exactly that. Yike, not yet level 6, doesn't have the Impale to pull SkewMond back under the turret.
Yeah, just a level 6. The grab taken immediately for SkewMond means that he's able to respond to the play. So both mid lane
series, but when you give him these champions to have that type of agency, he will find a way to have impact, and we may very well see it right now as he's
comes across, splashes over the wall as well as he brings down the hammer on Caps and finds the kill. It's nice impact there for the Jayce follow-up. Impale lands on the SkewMond as well. Labrov here to try and save his jungler, and he does exactly that with the heal. Keeps him alive just in time. Labrov may have sacrificed his own life for it, but in fact, KC back away from the play.
kyeahoo hoping that the scoop would save his life, but
well, it looks unlikely that G2 will fully contest. SkewMond is going to blast Cone in, spotted on Vision now. Reaction from Busio from the mid lane as he starts to walk across. It will be a 2-for-1 exchange as the Labrov comes in as well. Unstoppable onslaught from Broken Blade as he tries to join the play. They'll jump onto Busio. Decimating smash there for the knock of Canna trying to come in from the top side. Jumps onto Caps immediately and gets the kill. Shield bolt onto Canna. Now in the midst of 3 members of G2 and KC have lost 1. Good double Impale, but I don't think they have the damage because kyeahoo's sitting on components. Yike's gonna fall as well as kyeahoo has to flash away. It's a triple for SkewMond. He's got 6 to his name.
SkewMond stands strong like the Spartans of old, as in the face of KC, he just takes the fight. Kill after kill, recognizing that without Canna, they just don't have the damage, and the fight simply goes their way. Now Caps returns.
There's the stun. SkewMond gets in range for the shield bot with the Aegis Assault movement speed, and he's scooped back, but he still has flash. SkewMond managed to hit one-man army.
Caps, kind of the star of this team, 0-3-5 scoreline. Canna will get 500 kills. Congratulations to him. But wow.
Canna much more vulnerable than he was a little while ago before this Pantheon got such a sizable advantage. There's the Dragon. The G2 fans begin to find their voice as they can feel a Game 5 on the horizon, but there are still a lot of steps for G2 to go through. They'll have to play well around this Pantheon if they're going to take us 2 silver scrapes. Pivots down. It's not going to do too much. Busio Hex flashes across the wall. There's the Grand Starfall. SkewMond feeling more defensive with that one than aggressive.
I mean, he's after the proxy here.
Yeah,
he just wants to clear out the wave so he can go back to base.
I think it was an if it hits, it hits, and if not, I'm going for the minion wave. But Yike, realizing that Broken Blade is a little bit deeper than he would like to be, goes in with the Ishtal's impact, gets the CC against the wall, decimating smash. Canna dodges to the side of it. Not the entire chasm contained there by Broken Blade, and you got the proxy.
I mean, it's going to be a good death.
Is he going to get this?
He gets his wave
he gets the next wave as well.
Yeah,
and he gets his quest! Huge! Huge!
And Canna's lost a full wave to that top tower as well.
I think he's going to... okay.
Minion walks away. We often see that when the Rell is looking for the engage. There's a bit of vision here for KC as Yike will step into it. The control ward down, Shadow Strike coming in as well. There's the Impale. SkewMond drops across the wall afterwards, but it's going to be a 3v2 in KC's favor in just a moment, and SkewMond's already down to half HP. Dead charge onto Labrov. He'll dash across the wall, but SkewMond's falling lower. Good deadly flourish, and the curtains open. They'll go for Labrov instead of Skew, but kyeahoo wants to take them too. kyeahoo goes in. The Emperor's Divide back caps, and Hansama will kill him off in the end. Labrov has paid for this aggression with his life, but in the end, the support a willing sacrifice.
kyeahoo went way too deep there to try and make the play, thinking he could go for that Flash Emperor's Divide, but you're into a burst-heavy comp with this game so far. They've kind of been overdoing it. I think that was a good example of it there, where you tried to get both Labrov and SkewMond by throwing the depth charge onto Labrov instead of onto SkewMond, so SkewMond gets away. Then kyeahoo tries to sell the play afterwards and ends up getting caught. Now we see if they've overlooked it again.
As Ishtar's impact comes out, but there's the shield vault follow-up, and Yike is just too deep. He's already in the Tribush. There's a Battle Herald, but that Herald doesn't need to see any sign of war. The charge will now come in from Caps as Yike is already on the floor. Canna gets a knockback onto Broken Blade, but there's the knockup from Caps with the Rift Herald. SkewMond start falling into the backline as Canna's shortly falling afterwards. Knocked up and taken out by Caps, and Busio will follow suit sharpish. G2 just collapse on KC, and as you say, Rob, it's overinvestment from Karmine Corp.
I mean, you used the word collapse, and I think it describes the blue wall perfectly here in Game 4. A bit by bit, the bricks are crumbling, and G2 amass a 4.3 from SkewMond. All the while, the AD carries sit in mid lane and continue to wave clear. Hands down, a lot of trouble.
Spell Shield did block the dredge line, but you can't block both. As Caliste gets the shutdown. Nice positioning there from Busio and Yike.
Overgrowth, yeah, overgrowth through there.
Caps on the chase, Modern Shield. Trying to get that extra movement speed. Labrov getting in behind as well, as Canna does still have Flash. A 2v1, a possibility. Jumps in, there's the Tibbers crash down as well. Caps waiting for the cooldown. It's a good Magnet Storm will pull Canna back. And 2v1, a smaller possibility.
All members of G2 off guard.
Credit to Labrov as well. He's been involved in 11 of the 12 kills G2 have got. It's easy to focus on the fact that SkewMond has 8 of the kills, and yes, he has done a great job, but Labrov has been there so often, finding these stuns, finding these knockups, and there's another one to follow up onto Yike. Busio goes in with the dredge line and the depth charge, and Impale only landing onto SkewMond. Yike getting chased out by his enemy jungler, and the rest of G2 trying to collapse around the side. Another Shattering Strike across the wall. The Emperor's Divide just divides some space, but it buys nothing at all, really. Yike dies, and G2 might just turn their attentions across towards the Baron.
Yeah, buys G2 a ticket to the Purple Worm, and they're going to be happy to take that trip. G2 collapsing so well every time. They've so much damage, so much CC, and KC just can't fight back.
We've got no Ultimates up here for KC, but kyeahoo's trying to put some soldiers into the mix-up. Canna TP's in, has that shield from the teleport. 4,000 on the Baron, a good shot blast onto the backline. SkewMond and Hansama fall low. Caliste goes in with a full shot but can't find it. Labrov with the Magnet Storm cleanse away from Caliste. G2 wants to retreat, and Broken Blade's going to be forfeit for it. Caliste on a killing spree, but G2 get out with the bounce.
G2 will be more than happy with that trade. KC with no jungler can only really stand and watch. Caliste with the idea comes close to stealing away the Baron, but not close enough. Now Canna, the target.
And SkewMond goes in with the Grand Starfall. Aegis solve for the movement speed as well, and there's the shield walk for the chase. There was a TP in by Caps as well, down to the bottom Tribush. Canna thinks he's out, but Caps has other ideas. Hansama gifted the kill. Try and close that gold gap to Caliste, and SkewMond will go in and steal away some Caps.
Have they now gone in too deep though, as the root does connect and Yike is back out on the map?
Just don't think they have it.
With the tier 2 down towards this bottom side. Oh, flash forward from Busio, flash away from Caps. Reacts in time, did have the rocket belt, decided flash the better form of valor as he goes in with the Emperor's Divide. kyeahoo gonna get stunned up underneath the tower. Labrov tanking it. Now it goes over to SkewMond, and a couple of shots will be enough to take him down. Hansama on the back line forces kyeahoo down. Caps will die. Yike loses the defenses of his tower and loses his life alongside it.
Caps fell, but his bear did a hell of a lot of work in that back line as KC fall further.
Well.
Yeah, exactly.
2, 4, and 12 in this game. Assist Annie is clearly the best form of Annie, as the third dragon of the game will go the way of G2. And I think we're seeing a clear differential. When KC get their slower paced games, they get to play the team fights that they want and they get the better of G2. But G2 is a lot more about the early game. If they can build that lead and ride that wave, they simply dominate their opposition. Now, Casey's looking to fight back.
Yeah, who goes on to SkewMond, Emperor Survive, gets him back. He does have a Guardian Angel, but there are 3 demons surrounding him right now. Karna goes in, there's the GA on SkewMond. Busio trying to get in with those staggering blows, but with an unstoppable onslaught into a decimating smash! Oh, Broken Blade yelling timber as KC are getting felled. Yike forced away. And on towards the top side, Karna's taken out by Caps. Caliste chased out by Labrov. A crash down just as the blue wall comes crashing around him. Caliste taken out. Yike, the last man standing for KC.
And they have options. They can wait for Soul. Baron will likely be their next big objective. As Broken Blade in a lot of trouble.
Trying to go for BB, who flashes across the wall. Caps looking for that stun. Busio goes in with the Dredge Line, the Magnet Storm landing on towards the backline. SkewMond stunned against the wall, impaled as well, but SkewMond is not the only threat. Caps gets a double. SkewMond eats up all of the resources of Yike, and now G2 can just look to push in. SkewMond trying to steal away this Scuttle Grab as well, won't manage to do so. Skew needs Yike. I mean, Yike, yeah, you've gone the wrong way. Oracles will spot you out. SkewMond 2 levels up on his enemy jungler. And the Scorpion Sting has no venom. Labrov here to help out. Yike's going to heal up with a Protoplasm Harness, but he's only delaying the inevitable. Now there's 3.
And over again from G2.
Oh, they're looking to collapse on the Caps, though.
Well, sometimes you go fishing and you bring up an old shoe. Sometimes you get a fish. Sometimes you get a monstrous fire bear.
Spring Finals of 2026. We're going to Game 5.
I don't think Busio gets away from this.
I don't think he escapes either. Unfortunately, though, SkewMond isn't here to get his 13th kill.
But they're TPing in onto this.
They're TPing to try and collapse onto SkewMond and Labrov as Busio is forced away. Protoplasm heals him up. He's going to start tanking a tower in a second. Labrov is low. Magnet Storm doing quite a lot of work as SkewMond doesn't have that Guardian Angel, but with Ishtar's impact coming in, he's able to flash across the wall and Broken Blade stops Yike from charging further forward. With that unstoppable onslaught, SkewMond will be able to reset and Starfall back in, although he's going to get hit with a bouncing grenade just as he recalls.
Very lucky, because 10 seconds until the Dragon. This will be sold for G2, but in fact, it's KC now who are set up in the area.
The 10,000 gold lead for G2. Everywhere they look, they're scraping silver off the floor as Broken Blade falls low and is going to be put into zombie form. Caliste tries to flash away, but Hansama flashes and won't let him escape. Who dies with the bouncing blades as SkewMond comes in for the cleanup. It's a double for Hansama. And try as they might, KC can't control G2.
I mean, that really was a best case scenario for KC, but it simply isn't enough. They are too far behind. Only Busio is left standing, and G2 will forego the Dragon in favor of the Nexus.
They just want to try and end the game. Busio, try as you might, cannot clear out these barred up minions. And they're just going to start to push in towards the Nexus.
With Tibbers there to tank as well.
SkewMond needs one more. He needs one more.
SkewMond needs one more to be the LEC leader. A Caps takes it away. There's one goat here. And his name starts with C. We're going to all 5. What other way to round out spring here in the LEC?
Smiles on the faces of Caps as they're able to bounce back in Game 4. A scary start as KC.
BB, was that a jungle diff?
That was the jungle canyon.
Canyon?
Yes, sir. Oh, ma'am, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine, whatever. Do you have any inspirational quotes leading us to the break going into Game 5? I know you're really good at this. This is the BB podcast, by the way.
Game 5 is, you know, where champions are made. And whoever wins is going to be the champion. So it's basically a true sentence. This is where the pressure is on. Mm-hmm. Whoever's going to handle it more, you know, and we've been through these Game 5s a lot. So we were looking to win this one, of course.
Right, BB, thank you so much. Whatever this guy says. Let's go to break. Silver Scrapes, baby!